watched a video the other day of Reagan, my favorite president. He was at a rally, and there was...
Wait, was he in Raleigh or at a rally?
Yeah, North Carolina, Raleigh.
Okay.
Did I say it? I don't know what I said. But
no, clarify for the audience.
Oh, right. It's difficult out there. He was one of those... He got shot. That's why I like him so much. He was my favorite president. I mean, it was originally Abraham Lincoln, and then it was JFK, and now it's... So
are you stuck right on Reagan, though, as your favorite president?
Because he's been shot.
Have I ever told you that joke, my Reagan joke? Ronnie goes into a steakhouse, and he and Nancy sit down, and Nancy, orders...
Is this acting years or presidential years?
Yeah, it's
old.
It's old. It's like his second term.
Oh, he might be depending on who you believe, he might be forgetting shit.
And he and Nancy are at this fancy steakhouse in Raleigh.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe, but
that's where I've seen him. I've never seen him then.
And then they sit down, and the waiter comes by and gives this, reads off the soups and, kind of what the daily special is. It's like a corn chowder and a beef macaroni, kind of more of a beef broth soup. And, and she makes her order and gets like salad. She's very health conscious and, a soup and a salad and a lean piece of meat. And
she was.
And, Ronnie makes his order and the waiter says, and, Mr. Reagan, how would you like your steak done? And he says, well, but you had told me kind of a dirty XXX version earlier.
His experience in that restaurant, you mean?
Yeah, well, you had talked about...
he was in his track pants, and that was the thing with him. He was a creature of comfort, too, and he always had these... Nice
jelly beans. Always had jelly beans.
Jelly beans, the black ones, he really liked them heavy in those, and he'd get piles of black jelly beans, piles of it. I've actually seen him throw a tirade when somebody brought the
multicolor. Oh yeah, I knew that about him.
He was known for his generosity, but he was also known for his temper. And it's crazy to think that guy had a problem at times.
Sorry,
yeah, he flipped his lid. And he wore track pants and around everywhere that he get away with it. Well, as long as they didn't take cameras around.
Back then, cameras were so not like today.
Yeah.
Not like cameras are everywhere today. Back then, you knew when a camera was in the room because it was a whole fucking production.
Yeah, it took two people just to handle one camera.
And then you had a gaffer.
And that's the joke. It's like, how many cameraman does it take to catch in his track pants? And the answer is 3.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be well.
Well, then they'd catch him, and of course, he'd have a well done steak after the fact. It's like, okay, we got you. All right, everybody, let's go eat.
I like mine, medium rare, but it's got to have some heat in the middle. Like, I don't want it like ice.
Yeah,
in the middle.
A little.
Well, you don't need that way. You don't need any like au jus or steak sauce. You just kind of use that blood. You can get the bread and you really dab it in to the blood. And,
it's crazy to me that blood. It's probably it's got stuff in it that animal ate. It's like was injected into it.
Yeah, more likely you're consuming probably some of the chemicals that they feed these things now.
It's just still swimming around in there.
Yeah, well, it's swimming around in me. Because I did consume a porterhouse that
I had some beef stew, and I ate a lot of it. I don't regret it. I ate more than I should. I feel like I need to poop.
Is your beef stew, is that a thicker broth, like a Denny Moore, or are you more a watery broth?
I can handle either, and I didn't make it. This was a thicker broth, and it was done a little different because it had sweet potatoes in it. Ooh. So it was a sweeter broth.
I don't think I like that. I like the thickness.
I could see why people would be put off on it, because sweet meat generally isn't something that people go for too much of. But
sweet and meat made me think of smitten mitten. Glutton mutton.
I don't know if they make mittens. I don't know if they make mittens that would fit this paw, And that's something I've always kind of missed out on, was a nice
set of mittens.
It's getting that time of year when
you need them.
You want to have something.
Well, and when your fingers are together, the warmth created is better than when they're singular.
Oh, that would make sense.
So
I'm a sciencey guy.
So it's tough. It's tough to go through, a winter like we go through, and not have a real functional quality mitten. A lot of times you can peel them, and then your bare fingers.
I've had that.
Your bare fingers are out. Well, what the fuck good is that doing me?
I like the idea of it, but my personal experience is it's shitty. I didn't like them when I actually had them. I still have them.
I remember when you had them.
I think I still have them.
You were riding the scooter. They were nice on the scooter in those cool nights because you still had control during the day. And then if you wanted to flip that cover, you wouldn't get any bugs and it kept.
Yeah, and that's really what it's about. It's like that feeling of control. And with a glove on, you feel like you've lost some control in your life. And so they put that foot thing on, and it's like, hey.
Well, that's just bulky. And then the Velcro wears. And
cold fingertips is what I found out. Because I hate, here it's warm, and then right there it's like freezing. It's like, you might as well fucking stick my dick outside.
Well, you could even put in a hand warmer in those bad boys, but it ain't going to do anything for the tips.
Yeah.
It's
really unsatisfying.
I could see tickling the ivories wearing those if you're playing an outdoor show.
Downtown, next to that Sasquatch. I'm really excited about that new Ernest biop done by Harmony Korine.
Biopic by Harmony Korine. He does some pretty stellar work, I think. Yeah.
Harmony Korine and Ernest.
Yeah.
I've seen Harmony Korine work in earnest, and some of his best work comes when he, has to make some decisions without, on a time frame, on a budget. Even when he's forced, I think a lot of the greats are that way. And I've heard that that's how this new Ernest film is panning out. Ernest goes to a little strange name, but Harmony Korine he's a strange guy. So I'm looking forward to it.
Going down to the car parts store. I'm gonna get some new parts. By God, I'm good at it too. You catch a fish, well, you better hope to God you can reel it in, because some fucking gar will come along and they'll snack it right off your goddamn hook. Sons of guns.
I like gar.
When I go home at night, I sleep like a king. I'm just an anxious bugger. Come at you from all different directions. Even when you're out of the water, some gar would come find you, hunt you down, and start chewing away at your flesh slowly and meticulously. They were notorious for going back on deals and stealing, and everything we do when we interact with each other is some form of manipulation. Some are more insidious than others, though, and have intentions not in our best interest, but, their own. And we have to be able to discern that in the moment, so to speak, or we will become victims. And some of us play nicely in the victim role as well. I mean, there's manipulation in that as well. And it's one way to draw you in, make you feel like obligated to do your part. But you're never obligated. You're only if you desire so. And desire is a huge part of what motivates a person. And keep that in mind, though. That also motivates those who would like to use you in a way that serves their own interests. And a gar is like that. They will snatch your game fish from your fishing line, and they might even take more than that.
Apparently, we've been giving some product placement accidentally, and it's been frowned upon. The products that we've been using on the show haven't exactly looked well upon what we're doing, and they don't want to be associated with us. So
I figured, at this point we'd be getting fan mail, but it's more like cease and desist letters.
Yeah,
take it down.
Yeah, it is. So I'm just going to kind of like how Bob Dole had the pen. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, your likeness to him is uncanny. It's crazy to me how, it's times change and some things get bigger, some things get smaller as times change, and your hand dwarfs that can.
Do you think that I could play Bob Dole in a biopic? I never thought about that.
I think your looks and your style are so similar that he could play Justin in a biopic of your life.
I'm going to have to go. Is he alive, though?
At this day and age, they're putting Dio back on stage. I don't get it. I don't understand holograms and shit.
Ronnie James.
Even if he is we'll make it happen. We can make it happen.
Rest in peace, Ronnie James.
Protect yourself out there, friends. Put up the horns.
Be good.